My name is Rheinhardt Whitehead and I am the founder of the Insurance Apprentice and also editor for FA News. Today I am sitting with the top 3 contestants for TIA 2024. Welcome Mandi, Rein and Temwa.
Thank you, Rheinhardt.
Thank you.
In just a few hours, we will know who the winner of TIA 2024 is. How are you guys feeling?
Well, for me, one, I'm extremely nervous, but also excited. We've gone this far, right? It's close off today and we get to know where we sit in terms of our position. But regardless, it's been a phenomenal experience.
I lost the nerves as soon as the judges weren't involved. So I'm feeling very excited, just really, really happy and thankful.
I think I'm the same with Rein. I'm really excited. I mean, I already feel like a winner just being in the top 3. It is an achievement and I'll take it as that.
100% you are already winners. It's year 10. We wanted it to be a big year. Years of gruelings. And we knew on social media we were going to go big. We want the viewership at its highest ever. We chose the top 10. But we didn't know what we were getting ourselves in for. We had a group that were really pushing the limits on the social front and really pushing the views. So did you guys actually know that you were so good on social?
Well, I am on social media anyway, but it was quite a surprise to see that everyone else was very engaged and everyone else having a very unique take. And that actually made it very exciting, I think, for the season.
Rein, you were also very active, initiated quite a few things.
I think you realize that you have to have fun with it. As much as this is a competition and a show, you also have to make it your own, in your own way, your own brand. So I think I just went with what felt natural and easy.
The judges looks always disappointed. Your experience is very recent, and I think young people who considers entering the competition are always nervous about that part that they see. Your views on your comment on that?
I mean, it's the cameras. I think one of my most exciting moments was when the cameras were off and we got to interact with the judges. And what came to mind was actually when we, on the episode that Giba Fense had walked out, we had a big laugh of him coming back and saying, "We don't have proof of life," and Simon and Knox were just, cracking at that. So, I mean, on camera, it is a task, but I don't think that's their actual personalities, and we got to experience that behind the scenes and just interact with them.
Yeah.
And just to perhaps add on that, I think the feedback, if nothing, was constructive. And I think it allowed us to grow from task to task. Right? At any point, I don't think there was an intention to bring anyone down, but it was just to make sure that they get the best out of the contestants.
I like your comment, Rein. Your comment on that?
I think when it comes down to the wire, when you're really sitting with the judges and preparing through a task, you realize that even the toughest things that you go through, even these challenges that you face, you often grow through these. And I think it looks very daunting because you only see certain aspects of it. But if you take the whole thing into the equation, you learn and you grow and you network and you make friends. Like I've made friends with the entire top 10, and it's friendships and connections and relationships that you'd never forget. And the PTSD that comes with it is just aside.
Which leads me to the next question that you sort of answered, but why should people enter? Temwa?
This was a mistake I think I had when I entered, was I didn't see the bigger picture. It's only when you get through the actual show and you see how much investment is in there and how much you actually gain from this competition. I felt like a winner the moment I entered the top 20. I was on cloud 9, and just that excitement from the team as well, everyone actually being exposed to the show and learning is very, very valuable. So I think people shouldn't see the camera and take it at face value. But if you do really want to push yourself, you have to enter the show, win or lose.
Rein?
I think I've sort of already answered this, but from a motivational point of view, when it comes to the youngsters of today, I think look at the show as an opportunity for what it really is, what it opens up to you, the doors that it opens up to you, and the amount of growth. The person that I was before entering TIA to the person that I am now, completely different.
Absolutely.
And I'm happy with the growth.
Yeah.
So that's a very big element that you actually mentioned, growth. I don't think there's one particular candidate that can say that they're the same person after the show that they were when they started. I think people obviously have reservations, misconceptions about the show or just particular concerns, but we've all had a great experience, right? However tough or however hard any particular task was, but we definitely came out better for it.
Mandy, what was your favorite task?
My favorite task. So funny enough, also, one that sort of, put me on my toes, but it was I think the Sazria task, right? The second aspect of it, right? When Muzi came in and he gave us, I suppose throwing a twist and saying, there's a second task and you guys have to come up with it in 5 minutes. I was sitting there thinking, Jesus, are you guys serious, right? I was so nervous, but I think I have to give credit where credit is due. There was a Nifa there, who sort of pushed me in the team to say, Mandy, I think you'd be great for this particular one. Just go out there and represent the team, and look how he did,
I think I have to split it because I like challenges. So the FSCA killed me, absolutely killed me. It
And
was
you won
such a difficult task. But for me, the Sazria task as well. And the amount of interaction that I had with Muzi, phenomenal. I think when you really get to interact with
And
the
what
judges
a leader, right?
and speak to them, and really, it's phenomenal. So.
Temwa, you have to choose something else.
Oh, we know which one he's choosing.
I was going to say it's one of the ones I didn't get to vote on, but I have to agree. It was a Sazria one because that was one of the tasks that I felt that our team really gelled. Everything was just 100%. And when the judges said, guys, we can't split the two of you, I felt that,
Okay.
So that was my favorite task because, from start to finish, everything was just oiled well and we executed.
We're moving to the end of our chat, so briefly I want to know your biggest takeaway from this. Ryan, you can start.
My biggest takeaway from this is definitely, there's so many, but if I had to choose one, I think when you challenge yourself, then you often see the best version of yourself emerging. And I think that's the biggest takeaway that I can give to everyone who wants to enter as well. Because when you challenge yourself like this, you often see the best version of yourself develop.
Absolutely true.
Mandy?
No, look, and just to add on what Rain was saying, look, my journey into the competition was just people believing in me and my potential to do well, right? And it wasn't me saying I always wanted to do the Apprentice, so therefore let me do it. It was people who encouraged me to join and said, listen, we think you'd do well. And I think that's a big part of it, right? Because they had more confidence in me than I did in myself. But now, having gone through, the entire show and seeing how well I could possibly do, it's just been, life-changing, to just consider that and that I have that in me,
I think my biggest takeaway is just inspiring everyone who was supporting us at Miss Ruby, right? Just going back to the floor and everyone just saying, oh my goodness, that episode, you spoke so well. Oh, you didn't do this good. Just seeing people engaged in the tasks and expanding on what the task was, how we can solve the problems, and seeing that people are actually interested in this industry to solve real issues. I think that was my biggest takeaway.
I have goosebumps. I am super excited about tonight, and I want to wish all of you the best. You are all three winners. There can only be one, but tonight we will know who that one is. But you are well deserved and well done for making it to the top three for an important year, TIA 2024.
And the biggest.
And the biggest. This is Nyirenda Whitehead, signing off.